his older brothers, just watching them play and just being interested, and I was involved coaching. So then first cousin Cyree, they're the same age, 6 months apart. So started off with T-ball, that led to baseball then, but football was just a natural passion, love for him. So.
Well, first I was playing basketball. I was playing baseball. I played T-ball, and then I ain't play after that. I had switched to football. Then I've been playing football ever since. Ever since I played HIL, played middle school, and played high school now.
I guess a special moment was the Parrott Middle School run they had. They were county champs. Played a different position that year. He played linebacker, but then he played football. I think he led the county with like 12 touchdowns and maybe 800 yards rushing that year. But that was a good middle school team that they split up between Hernando and Nature Coast coming to high school. So those are the same kids he's battling now. So that Nature Coast versus Hernando game is going to be big. That was a good point in his career right there. So
he was at Parrott. That was a great team. He did great on that team.
I remember the Challenger game because they was good. We was good, and it was like the county championship. So it was a good game. That was a good game.
That was great watching them both play on the same team because it helped with time. Compared to before, they'd be on different teams, playing at different times, sometimes in different places. So watching them play together, his sophomore year, I didn't expect them to start, and then he started at outside linebacker. My other son was playing quarterback. There were times during the year where they appeared on defense together. My other son at safety, and he'd be at linebacker. Witnessing them get turnovers and tackles together was a great experience. So, like I said, he wanted to play football. He's been playing a long time, so this was a good experience starting out.
It was great seeing them both play. I enjoy watching them play whatever sport it is, whether it be baseball or football is definitely everybody's passion. So watching them both on the same team at the same time was great. Definitely a big energy rush for me.
When you hear practice was fun every day. Like, we had a good team that year, too. My freshman year and sophomore year, we had a good team, yeah. And we played defense together sometimes. He played corner. I was an outside backer. Yeah, we made plays together.
Chingy came in, and he is the brother of Fabian Burnett, who was our quarterback for 3 years here, my first year, and 2 years after that, and he was very good. So he's the younger brother of Fabian. So he came in as a freshman, played on JV, and came in and played quarterback a little bit on JV. Then ended up working out and moved him to outside linebacker, and played 1 year on JV, and we moved him up to varsity, and ended up becoming a starter as a sophomore. So that, to me, that's not normal. I know it happens, but it's not normal. So he was a little bit more advanced. He's a little bit bigger, and just a real gifted athlete at that age. And so he started his entire 10th grade year, played great. We went to the Elite Eight that year. And he started every game on defense that year, so he started 13 games that season. And as a sophomore, played phenomenally, really. I mean, when you look back, and we talked about this as a staff at the end of the year, and you talk about, the mistakes or whatever, and you go through each kid, like there was not very many times that season where Chingy was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He just did a really good job as a young 10th grader.
I mean, just watching him go for the ride his freshman year when they brought him up to varsity, they made third round of the playoffs that year. He didn't play that much besides special teams, but just being a part of that team, witnessing greatness. I mean, we're one play away from making the Final Four that year, so that was a good year. That was Fabian's junior year, his freshman year, so that was a great year. They were one play away from losing to North Marion that year with a blocked field goal. So that was a good year. That was a stepping stone getting them ready in position for the sophomore year.
Sophomore, I didn't even know going into my sophomore year that I was going to start. Like spring, I was working hard, and I got the starter position, started in the spring game, and then I started my whole sophomore year. And sophomore year, I think I had like 114 tackles. So, yeah, it was definitely a learning experience being first year, started on varsity. I played outside linebacker sophomore year, the same position I'm playing now. And my best game was, I think, the Wicked Watchy game. I won Defensive Player of the Game that game.
Chingy got hurt against Hernando, and he missed the rest of the season. That was either game 2 or 3 last year. So he missed basically his whole junior year last year, and which is really unfortunate for him because that's a big part of his recruiting cycle. And hopefully this year he'll be able to be back and stay healthy all year long. So far he's had a great start to his senior year, but he should be a 3-year starter. He just missed most of his junior year due to an ankle injury, which kind of just a fluke, man. He rolled his ankle and it just ended up being a lot worse than we thought.
I was excited going into junior year. Then I got hurt like third game of the season, and then I didn't know what to do after that. I just tried to shake back, but it took me weeks to get back on the field. I couldn't run. I couldn't do nothing. It was frustrating because I was trying to get back on the field with my boys, but I couldn't. I couldn't run full speed. I barely can walk. I was on crutches for like 2 weeks. Yeah, when I got 100%, the season was already over. It was a short season because of COVID. I had 7 games.
Maybe the third series of the game against Hernando, and that's like an arch rival. That's, again, me talking about the kids that he grew up playing on the same team, and adrenaline was rushing that night. Also, William Safar did what he could do as far as treatment to get him back in the playing shape, but it's just he couldn't do it. That foot ankle injury, it took months for him to get back to 100% and even be able to run and put weight on that foot and that ankle in that area. But William Safar did do treatment 3 times a week. He has excellent training skills, and he did direct us in the right way. Just time had to heal for that wound, so it was very frustrating, even for him to miss the playoff game last year against Orlando Bishop Moore.
Definitely hard for him because he wanted to get back out on that field, but it was not until you were like 100%. So we definitely worked on getting him ready to get back out there because he was missing it.
Where I really remember saying he's going to be pretty good was our first playoff game his sophomore year against Eastside here, and we were playing quarterback Anthony Richardson, who is now the backup quarterback at the University of Florida as a sophomore, and we ended up beating them 58-21. But there was a play that kid, and he was a 4 or 5 star recruit. He rolled out, and Chingy's out there one-on-one with the guy, and it's like, I don't know. And he did a really good job of pressing the outside hip, making the guy choose the sideline and then wrapping up, making the tackle. And I was really proud. I mean, the quarterback, he's 6'3.5", 6'4", 230 pounds, and he's a phenomenal athlete. So, for him to make that play, that stood out to me. Like, yeah, he's got a chance to be really good.
He's part of Team Florida, which is down in Pasco and Pinellas County. He did get a chance this summer to go on college tours with them, and they went to Georgia Tech University, they went to South Carolina State, Tuskegee, they went to Auburn University, and Florida State University. And those coaches take the kids in there, they do the height, weight measurements, get to meet those coaches, put on the jerseys, take pictures, view the locker room, work out on the field. So that was a good experience for them too. Being part of that passing league where they travel the whole state of Florida, they probably played 10 or 12 tournaments. And B.J. Hall's the director of that, and he does work with them, with other kids from this area also. So he handpicks kids to be a part of that team, so that's a good experience also.
Yeah, it kind of moved fast. Like, I didn't know it was going to move this fast, but it moved fast. Like, now I'm one of the leaders now, so I gotta make sure my team is right. But in practice, we all bond together. We try to bond together for the team. Just try to go out there and make sure they're doing everything 100%. Just try to encourage them to do better on the field and off the field.
You may see my sisters with a jersey on. After that season, she died that was February 2 years ago. February last year, we just lost my dad. So these people who are involved in sports is different now. Because after every game, my dad would ask what they do. So it's different now coming from a game, not getting a call from him, asking the stats and stuff. So hopefully we can use that as motivation to push through.
I'll probably be a little sad because, like, my high school career is over. I can't play high school anymore. Nothing in the world is like high school football. It's, like, one of the best things to do. So I'll probably be a little sad, but, yeah. I'm looking forward to the future, on and off the field, see what the future holds for me.